Get ready for the smackdown. Get ready for the smackdown. How you gonna react when you're put in your back now? 'Cause there's no turning back when you're facing the smackdown.
Alright guys, Mount Vernon Kid here, coming to you again with the next fight for Section 7. Coming down to the wire, like I said before. This time I give you a samurai battle, baby. Swords are going to be clashing in this. And this one comes from me. And the two samurais I put together are Kenshin Himura, Battlesai the Manslayer, versus Mitsurugi from the Soul Calibur series. Yeah, swords are gonna be clashing, like I said. And let's kick it off, shall we? Kenshin Himura. Kenshin is from the famed cult classic Rurouni Kenshin Samurai X. He was a mercenary during the Revolution War during the, I believe, the Tokugawa era of Japan, and he was known as the Manslayer, Battlesai the Manslayer. His skills, known as Hiten Mitsurugi style, was unmatched. There weren't too many people that can match him skill for skill with his swordsmanship. Hiten Mitsurugi style was, it gave Kenshin, basically, he had like godlike speed, and with like not even a hinter of like, he could just eliminate somebody really quick, and he's killed a lot of people over the time, hence he was known as the Manslayer. However, he stopped. He disappeared and came back, and he decided he didn't want to be a manslayer anymore. He wanted to protect the people. So during the Meiji era, which of Japan, the samurai were going, and there was a sword law, like no one could carry a sword unless you were a police officer. Kenshin would still carry one, but it was a reverse blade. So it's the dull blade is inward, while the sharp part is inward, while the dull blade is out. But still, with his reverse blade, he still has done exceptionally well. And as always, as a samurai, as a swordsman, like I said, his godlike speed and his swordsmanship is just untouchable most of the time. But all he wants to do is protect the ones he loves. Gotta give it up to Kenshin. Alright, so we move on to his combatant in this. And that's Mitsurugi. Mitsurugi as well was he's a mercenary, the samurai mercenary in the Soul Calibur series. Though he's a little different than Kenshin. He fights not to protect, for money, pleasure, power. That's his. But there is something that I do respect about him. He does not like guns, rifles. He finds them to be weak, and if guns make you weak, a true man should learn skills from swords and things like that. But he looks like your traditional Ronin, samurai, with the armor and everything like that. Though he has a bad attitude and he's very arrogant. He tends to belittle his opponents, which that's one thing I don't like about him. I've never really liked about him. He definitely he's a hell of a swordsman, like I said, and he pretty much wants to have Soul Edge back, because at one point in his ending of the game, they said he's wielded Soul Edge, and it's all about power to him. And you know what that means. Power corrupts people. And for someone who is a heck of a swordsman, he's easy to get corrupt because of his thirst for power. And that's something, like I said before, I don't like about Mitsurugi. But I respect his swordsmanship very much. And I can see him and Kenshin meeting somewhere down the line. And it would make a lot of sense for them to meet in a way. So, in terms of a battle between these two, like I said, these two meeting would be very interesting. I can hear people talking about, this manslayer, this former manslayer. His swordsmanship is unmatched and things like that. Mitsurugi finds, okay, if I can beat this guy, I can beat him, then I'll be called the best swordsman, So, it's kind of Mitsurugi's putting his arrogance and pride on the line to going against Kenshin. However, I can see them meeting, and Kenshin's like, I don't want to fight you. I don't want to fight you. I have no means to fight you. I've done you no wrong. But Mitsurugi will find some way to fight him. But overall, a battle between these two guys, got to give the edge to Kenshin in this. Sorry. Mitsurugi's good, but Kenshin. So it's up to you. Kenshin or Mitsurugi. And trying to finish, guys, down the line. But one more fight for Section 7, scheduled fight. And Section 7 will be complete. Battle on.